What's up, y'all? So, hold up, let me get this right. Sitting here at this drawbridge, and I figured I can't just sit here and not be productive. So here we go. Let's talk. Let's do a video. So, what I want to tell y'all today is do it your way. Do it the way you want to do it. Be tacky a little bit. Be unorganized a little bit. Just do it. But do it. Just figure it out as you go. You know what I mean? Like sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you can plan everything to the T. You got those type of entrepreneurs where they can plan everything out, like down to every little thing you can think of, and they got this perfect 150-page business plan put together and all that. But sometimes you just got to do it, and sometimes you got to do it your way. I always tell you, well, I don't always tell you, but one of my theories, one of my mottos is to emulate success, emulate the greats. You know what I mean? And study the people that you want to be like, or the people that you consider great, and then do what they did a little bit. But when I say that, I don't mean just be a copycat. You know what I mean? You can't do it exactly the way that they did it. You know what I mean? You got to find your own way to do it. And it just made me think about when I left my job, when I quit my job. And I told a lot of people I was going to quit, right? But I told them I was going to put in 2 weeks notice and just leave. And everybody was trying to talk me out of it, and they were telling me, well, this the government, so you can just put in a 2 week, you can put in a leave of absence and tell them you starting your business, and you just go take a leave of absence, build your business, and then come back once you got your employees and all that in place and all that. And I knew that, but I didn't want to have any type of cushion. Like, I wanted to go all in, it's all or nothing. If I did that, I knew that I would have held back, or I would have probably retreated when it got hard, because I knew I could. And so, and the way I quit it, technically I still could have went back, because the way my job worked is you got 364 days of no call, no show consecutively before they can actually terminate you. So I had a whole year really to go back if I wanted to. And I knew that, but I didn't care. You know what I mean? And so I could have easily just put in my 2 weeks notice, right, and been done with it. But the reason why I didn't do it, because I knew that my supervisor and whoever else I had to speak to would have tried to talk me out of it. And I didn't want that in my head. I didn't want them to throw me off. I just knew that once it was time, it was time. And one day I walked in to work, and I walked in. All I did, I spoke to about 2 people as I was walking in. I unpacked my little notebook and stuff. I wrote my notebook, my plans and stuff for what I was going to do with my cleaning business and all of that. And after I set everything down, I was just looking around. It was time to go muster, like they do every morning. Everybody muster together around the supervisor and discuss the plans and anything else. And I ain't even walk over there. While everybody walked that way towards the supervisor, I just started walking the opposite way towards the door. And I walked out and I never looked back. And I think it was the best decision that I could have made. It ain't the best decision in my life, but it's definitely one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life. It ain't the best, but it's one of them. You know what I mean? And that's how you got to do it sometimes. You can't listen to other people. Like, of course, so a lot of people will say, well, the smart thing to do would have been to put in the leave of absence and blah, blah. No, don't do it. Like, sometimes you just got to do it the way you want to do it. Sometimes you got to go against the grain, be a rebel a little bit, because that's the only way that you're going to learn. That's the only way that you're going to get that experience up. You know what I mean? That's the only way that you're going to go all in. When you fuck up a little bit, if you burn a bridge or 2 here or there, you know what I mean? I just now got my discharge papers a few days ago from that job. I've been going over years, so it's finally my 1 year anniversary. So when I first quit my job, I wanted to do I quit my job video, and I'm following my dream. I quit my job, chase my dream video. I wanted to do one of those so bad, because number one, it'll get a lot of attention, because that's like the dream right now. Entrepreneurship is a popular thing right now, right? So I knew it would have got a lot of views if I did that. And then also because it was my ultimate goal. Like I said, for a good little run, that was like my whole purpose in life, was just to quit my job. You know what I mean? So for me to finally do it, it was great. But the problem was, I felt like I didn't deserve to do that video, because technically I was still there. You know what I mean? Up until I just recently got discharged. And I say discharged because it was a government job, so it was almost like military service. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So my bottom line is, the whole thing is, do it your way. Figure it out. The key is that you do it, though. Just do it, and do it until you get it right. You got to figure out your way. Don't worry about what nobody else say. The truth of the matter is, if a lot of people are agreeing with the way that you're doing something, or the way you go about certain things, and there's a great strong chance that you're being mediocre and you're just average, because regular people aren't supposed to agree with great people. You know what I mean? Nobody agreed with Steve Jobs and the way he operated at first until he became what they consider great. You know, like it comes to a point where they can't deny you. You know what I mean? Because your success is just so overwhelming that they can't deny you, even though they bashed you and called you everything you could think of when you was coming up and planning everything and trying to explain it to them. Then once you finally did exactly what you was trying to explain to them and they can't deny it, then it's, oh yeah, I knew that guy. Oh yeah, I knew he was always a genius. When really, they didn't think you were always a genius. You know what I mean? They just came up with that now that they see the results. And that's the way you got to be. So don't worry about people agreeing with you. Don't worry about trying to show that you're right now. Just stay focused. Just stay focused. Stay motivated. Stick to your guns. Do what you got to do. And everything else will work itself out. And even if you fuck up a bunch of times along the way, guess what? Nobody remembers when you blow. Nobody remembers all that mess up that you did. You know what I mean? So just stick to your plan and mess up your way and fall forward. Just fail forward. You know what I mean? So that's what I got for you. I appreciate y'all for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and I appreciate it. AJ Simmons, thanks.